Hip-hop is the culture the world reflects. Status on the streets can bring you hood respect, but usually a block star's met with death. It's a dangerous game, homie, watch your step. Yeah, the cars and the women are enticing, but those envious bullets, could end your life, man. Thinking of big boss souls like an eagle, until you're double crossed by your own people. Hip-hop murders, hip-hop murders, murders, hip-hop murders, hip-hop murders, murders, hip-hop murders.
So this is the neighborhood where the Pop Smoke murder took place. So on February 19th of 2020, Pop Smoke had came to Los Angeles. I don't know for what reason, whether he was doing some kind of a recording session or had an award show to attend. I'm not really sure. So he was renting an Airbnb home right over here. And the reason why the suspects knew where he lived or was staying at the time was because in an Instagram story or a post, one of the pieces of mail that a friend of his was holding was clearly showing the address of where they were located. So 5 suspects, 2 juveniles and 3 adults, including the adults being Jaquan Murphy, Keandre Rogers, and Corey Walker. Well, the Jaquan Murphy, he had the charges dropped. So I'm not sure what exactly the story is with that. So the other 2 adults and 2 juveniles came here to 2033 Hercules Drive here in the Hollywood Hills section of Los Angeles to rob Pop Smoke, because they seen that he was wearing a very nice watch that's worth a lot of money according to them, and they wanted it in whatever money jewelry that was at the location of where the home is. So they came around 4 o'clock in the morning, and at that time Pop Smoke was in the shower, and I believe he had his jewelry on at the time he was in the shower. And that is where they found him. I don't know exactly how they made way. I'm not exactly sure how they were able to get into the home. You would think it would have been locked, but for some unknown reason, it was not. And they were able to get into the home. And that is where the shooting took place. So it took place right here at 2033 Hercules Drive. And when they told him to get the jewelry up, supposedly, according to whosever testimony you want to believe, they said, give us the jewelry, and he put up a fight, and one of the suspects pulled out a gun and shot him. I believe they shot him in the chest. I don't know how many times exactly, but that is the home where the shooting took place. And just by dumb happenchance, whatever that word is, I never get that right. The home was owned by Teddy Mellencamp, who is the daughter of John Mellencamp, who is a very well-known and famous singer. True fact, I've never heard a John Mellencamp song ever in my life. Moving along, so eventually all the suspects were caught and arrested. Now, of course, like I said, Jaquan Murphy, all the charges against him were dropped. I don't know why. So currently in jail were the 2 15-year-olds and the 2 adults. It was 18-year-old Keandre Rogers and 19-year-old Corey Walker. Now, one of the juveniles has pled guilty to manslaughter and robbery. So he was sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in prison as of this past April. And the judge did not give him credit for the time that he's already done in jail. So it looks like he's more than likely probably going to stay in prison until he's 25 years of age, which I think would be good for him if he wants to turn his life around. The other juvenile, the shooter, probably something will happen to him too, because at that time the law stated that you couldn't charge him as an adult. I think if he was 16, he would have been able to have been charged as an adult, but because of the law at the time, he's only being charged as a juvenile. So I think the maximum he can get is the same that the other juvenile get, but don't quote me on that. And then the 2 adults, Keandre Rogers and Corey Walker, they're both sitting in jail right now. And Christopher Darden of, I believe, O.J. Simpson fame, I think he was the prosecutor, he's the one that is representing Corey Walker. And now, at first, he moved to have the charges dismissed in the case. However, the judge said no. I mean, it was pretty stupid for him to ask, but I guess you might as well, at least ask him. So it's funny that the two adults in this case are probably going to be spending the rest of their lives, or at least the next 50 years in prison, because of their involvement in this crime. And the actual shooter himself, he's probably not going to get nearly as long. Those two guys, they should be lucky that they're only going to be getting what they're going to be getting, because right now the DA of Los Angeles, last name is Gascon, his office has not been going after people with gang enhancements, because that adds a lot of time on your sentence. And these guys are all a part of the 107 Hoover Street gang. So they're lucky that his office, that as far as I know, it does not go after people with gang enhancements and all that stuff. But I'm going to guess they're still probably going to end up doing quite a bit of time in prison. Well, anyways, all right, guys, rest in peace to Pop Smoke. I did his grave video a couple years back. I'll put that in the link. It'll be in the description, and it'll be in the comments below, pinned, of course. He has some really good music, very popular guy, he had a lot of talent, and definitely had the talent. He was going to be big. I think Pop Smoke was going to be a huge star in the hip-hop game, but just because of that stupid accident where his friend accidentally showed the address. I mean, Los Angeles, it's getting worse and worse out here, and this has been nothing but crimes of opportunity going all over Los Angeles. People getting followed home to these kind of nice neighborhoods. That's why people have been looking at me and giving me the eye, because that's been going on quite a bit. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll catch up with you on the next video. Peace out. Laura Negrete Cerda was last seen in San Rafael, California on January 1st of 2010. She left her home to go visit friends in San Jose, California, 65 miles to the south. She told her husband she would be back the next day. She has never been heard from again. Cerda did not drive at the time of her disappearance and used public transportation to get around. She was supposed to take a Greyhound bus to San Jose, but there is no record of her having purchased a ticket. Few details are available in her case. She is described as a Hispanic woman, 35 years of age, 5'1" and 240 pounds. She was last seen wearing a black sweatshirt and black pants. She had red hair, brown eyes, a scar on her left cheek, and her ears are pierced. If anybody has any information on the disappearance of Laura Negrete Cerda, please contact the San Rafael Police Department, 415-485-3000.